Have you ever seen a wild rabbit with horns? I'm not talking about those cute little bunny rabbits with the long ears. I mean a wild rabbit with strange black horn-like growths on its head. If you've seen one, you might have thought you're having a hallucinatory experience. But don't worry, it's not your mind playing tricks on you. You're actually witnessing a strange naturally occurring phenomenon that has become relatively common in parts of Colorado. And scientists know what's behind this strange phenomenon. But before we tell you, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of the jackalope? No, it's not a mythical creature that lives in the forest. It's actually a famous mythical creature of folklore and tall tales, said to be some sort of rabbit-antelope hybrid. Legend has it that the jackalope is known to prowl the American West, specifically the Great Basin and the Rocky Mountains, where it uses its powerful horns to gore unwary hikers. Of course, no one has ever been able to prove the existence of the jackalope, so it remains a creature of myth and legend. But what if the jackalope is actually based on a real animal, an animal that could explain the horned rabbits being spotted around Colorado? Well, the answer is yes and no. You see, while there is a real explanation for the horned rabbits, it does involve a type of virus that causes warts. And I know what you're thinking. Warts? Are you kidding me? We're supposed to believe that these grotesque horn-like growths are caused by the same virus that causes those small benign skin growths on humans. Well, yes, that's right. The growths on these rabbits aren't actually horns or even bone. They are large wart-like tumors called papillomas caused by the cottontail rabbit papillomavirus, or CRPV. This virus is species-specific and poses no threat to humans or other animals, including domestic rabbits. Now you can stop biting your nails. And no, the virus doesn't spread to humans or other animals, so you really don't have anything to worry about. And yes, the virus is the same one that causes warts in humans. But don't worry, the virus strain found in rabbits is not transmissible to humans. Those unsightly growths that you're re-seeing on the rabbits are the result of a much more aggressive strain of the virus. And, as you've probably guessed by now, yes, the name of the virus does include the word papilloma. So when you think of a rabbit with horns, you should actually be thinking of a rabbit with very large warts. The growths typically appear on the head and face and can elongate and harden into imposing black horn-like structures. And that's where the whole jackalope thing comes in. Now you know where the legend came from, but I know what you're probably wondering. What exactly is a papilloma, and how does it affect the rabbits? Simply put, papillomas are benign skin tumors caused by certain viruses. In rabbits, the papillomavirus infects the epidermal cells of the skin and causes them to grow and divide rapidly, leading to the formation of warts. These warts can be single or multiple and vary in size, shape, and color. In the case of CRPV, the virus has a long incubation period, which means that the symptoms may not appear for months or even years after infection. The good news is that most horned rabbits do not suffer from any other health issues as a result of these growths. They continue to live normal lives, breeding and raising their young like any other rabbit. However, in some cases, if the tumors grow too large or appear in critical areas, they can obstruct a rabbit's ability to eat, drink, or see, which can lead to starvation or other health complications. Not only that, but the virus is highly contagious among rabbits. It spreads mainly through direct contact or biting insects like ticks and fleas. This means that a rabbit can easily become infected if it comes into contact with an infected wild rabbit or insect carrying the virus. That's why it's important to keep your pet rabbit away from wild rabbits. As tempting as it might be to help a horned rabbit, CPW experts strongly advise against it. Not only is it illegal to possess or transport any part of a dead or a live big game animal without a permit, handling the animal can be stressful and may transmit other diseases. Plus, the tumors will eventually recede on their own, so the best thing to do is to leave the poor guy alone and let nature take its course. This strange phenomenon is just one example of the many incredible and sometimes bizarre things that can happen in the natural world. Who knows what other strange and wonderful creatures we'll discover in the years to come? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our other videos about amazing animals from around the world. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.